So my name's Lindsay McIntyre, headmaster at Jeremiah E. Burke High School. And it is a school that's located in the heart of the Circle of Promise. We call it the Mecca. And a large population of our students are either English language learners or students with disabilities or students that are eligible for free and reduced lunch. They're at substantial levels of poverty.
A very bad school, education-wise for the kids, that there was no learning going on, and that it was just a bad place to be. People said if you had to go someplace you would not want to go. The Burke was one.
You going to the Burke? Are you at the Burke?
Are you going to be okay getting home at night?
They placed me here. I said, oh my God. And everyone in my school was saying, don't go to the Burke, don't go to the Burke. The Burke is terrible, the area is terrible, and they kill people there, and they do this and they do that.
I heard a lot of negative things about the Burke High School.
I knew the Burke had some problems in the past, that it was a predominantly black and Cape Verdean school, and that they had had some problems with gangs and problems with low achievement in the past, and at one point they even lost accreditation.
I think a lot of times students and families and community members feel like Burke has a bad reputation or a negative reputation.
Kids weren't really that into this place.
I told some of my students last year at Charlestown, and they're like, oh miss, you shouldn't go to the Burke, you shouldn't go to the Burke, that's a really rough school. And then I started to get a little bit of anxiety around it.
Everything that people said was totally wrong. They should come here, meet the kids, they need to work with the teachers. I have the best teachers that I'm working with in Freshman Academy, and I have the best students. I love my kids. The kids are here, they're energetic, they want to learn, and it quells anything that I had heard.
My experience at the Burke has been fabulous. I've been here for 13 years now, and it's the only school I've taught at. Whenever I see these kids in front of me, I see them as my own kids, so the same expectations I have for my two daughters, the same expectations I have for them, and I know they see that too, and I know they know that, so it's one way for me to sort of understand where they're coming from.
Everybody in the Freshman Academy, I feel like wants to be here, and we're all very into and passionate about what we're doing, and we know that what we're doing is really important.
Talking to people that have been here for a while, that the school this year is so much different than what it used to be. That the students are in their classes, they're feeling good about the Burke, and I think going forward that the students will be proud again to be at the Burke, and they'll be proud to be to say that they go to the Burke and that they graduated from the Burke.
But now you're seeing not only supporting each other socially, they're supporting each other academically, and they're having those academic conversations inside the classroom. So
the kids are tremendously fun and respectable. They are motivated. The faculty, as I said, are nice. The administrators, I mean, I really like it. I haven't seen anything happening here that I was expecting to happen, and I have been calling my colleagues in my other school and telling them, that's a very good place to work.
I think we have a population of amazing students, students who for the most part are excited about their education and want to learn, and for the most part have overcome some pretty serious challenges or obstacles, either in their environment or in their learning to get here.
The link between City Year and the teachers is really important, because City Year goes through the day with the kids, and they can give us an idea of how they're feeling coming into class, and also how they're working in other classes, what's working for them, what's not. The positive influence of City Year in here, I think they're like the young college students that want to help all the students, and that combined with teachers working together with City Year is like an adult force that is just for students. And I think the students really feel cared for, feel like they feel like they're taken care of, and I really appreciate those two groups of people.
There's a lot of conversations, a lot of bonding that happens over students, over strategies, over the techniques that have worked, over things that maybe students that we need to focus on. Like, I feel like people are very open to their own practice, their own pedagogy, and their own thoughts and ideas on how to best reach the students, and their own ideas on individual students themselves, and what we can do as a team to help the students. I feel like there's a lot of that communication happening in this school.
But actually, when I got here, I was very happy that I was placed in here. I like the students, I like my colleagues, I like the environment, I like the atmosphere, I like City Year, City Year's staff. It's a nice working place. I really love it.
So I get all welled up inside because here's what I know. I know that this work cannot be done in isolation. This work cannot be done by one leader. This work must be achieved in shared leadership and in shared responsibility and in collaboration, internally and externally. And so I have much love, much appreciation for City Year. Every day they come with energy, they come with enthusiasm, they're never bogged down with the weight of the day before, but always fresh and ready to go. I've got great appreciation for the teachers that are pioneers in the Freshman Academy and sort of taking the problem of low achievement and practicing prescriptions to improve it. So to do double doses in math, double doses in English each day and enjoy that with students and love the students they're working with, a great appreciation for them. The leadership team, who are now not just administrators in the sense, oh, I'm an administrator, I sit at a big desk, but really on the front line, you know, making change every day.
And I believe that the community, as well as the state of Massachusetts, will see Burke High School as a great learning center for students of all backgrounds, all cultures, that they can come in and reach their full potential and be challenged.
I just would like to see everyone's hopes realized. We really do seem to be here for the kids. So many teachers these days really sort of seem to be so caught up in, you know, we've seen how caught up in union issues, etc. So many teachers are that they kind of lose sight of why they come here, or not here, come to a school, why they do what they do. Just really, you know, even if it's one student a day, just making those little connections and hopefully encouraging them and showing that they can do better.
Friends have asked me why don't I teach at a different school. I've had the opportunity, or actually the opportunity has been extended to me to teach at schools in the suburbs, at the exam schools, but I wouldn't pick any of those schools outside of Burke.
Everyone has a very important role that they play, and that's what's making this community function. One thing that I think I see for the future of the new Burke is that we keep, for it to turn around, we keep City Year here so that they're on students about what it means to be a high school student. They're on students about what it means to transition from junior high to high school. They remind them about their homework.
I sense this maturing with them as a whole, and I want that to continue as they move on to the 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. I would hate for any of that progress to be lost once they leave the freshman academy and they enter the 10th grade, where the community itself isn't as small, where it's easier for them to get not lost, but to not be noticed. You know, because here in the freshman academy, we notice a lot because the school itself is small. Because all teachers teach the same students, we notice any small changes within our students and we address them quickly, or any achievements and we address those quickly as well. But I wonder, I want that to continue on as they stay at the Burke High School. I want that sense of community, that sense of forward progress, that sense of achievement to follow them into the 10th, 11th, and 12th grade.
hope that Burke becomes a school of choice, a school where parents want to send their children, where they feel that their children are going to get a great education, they're going to be safe, they're going to have all kinds of extracurricular activities and sports and other things. And so I think that's the main thing, is that we make the school a school of choice, a place where people actually want to come to, and the students excel in every area, like I said, from academics to sports to extracurricular.
Our community has to be proud of the school supporting it, and the school has to be proud of its community, and it goes hand in hand. And it starts with our kids. You know, the cliche is always there, the kids are the future, blah, blah, blah. But for a community like Dorchester, it really does start at the school. And then it's just, you know, all this good energy is just gonna pass on to the community and grow. And the Burke, I feel, is the central point in the community that's gonna make things happen. That I just want people to be able to say, have you heard about the new Burke? I want that again. Burke has a great history, and we gotta go back to that great history and forget all this nonsense that's been going on. We're just gonna move on and stay positive. So I've heard about the new Burke. It's wonderful. That's what I want.
I want children to really actualize their full potential. I want them to believe in themselves and their ability to be smart. I want the Burke to be a movement around efficacy, that everyone here is capable of greatness, and we just need to work at it and support each other in that journey. So I don't want assessment to be a challenge for them. I want children of color, children that speak a different language, to know that they can be successful with assessments and not carry it around as a personal fear. Yes, I want the Burke to be great. I want it to be awesome. I want it to be the home of the children of this community.